Hello, hello. Old Dad here. I'm getting ready to watch a simulation of Nia Jax versus Tiffany Stratton. We're going to see how close the game is to the actual match. Now, the match was fantastic, and I'll be going over what happened in the regular match while we watch the simulation. But here's the thing. The simulation's solely based off stats, so we're going to see how they compare together. All right, let's get at this. Now, it was a really good match. And most of it went with Nia Jax dominating, just like she's dominating here. Tiffany had a little bit of offense, but especially at the early parts, Nia Jax just dominated her. But this based off stats, and Tiffany Stratton's kind of taking a tour on this match. With Nia Jax fighting back. That's the thing. Like, no matter how you look at it, Nia Jax is just, like, so powerful. Now, Tiffany's fast and stuff, but, like, right there, Nia Jax just punched her in her head. That would hurt. That would hurt. I'm sorry. That's an old dad opinion. I would think that would hurt. But in this game, Tiffany Stratton's got a lot of control here. I'm surprised. That's a big jump. Now, she did do some jumps. She did some flippy-doos and stuff like that. But she wasn't in control like this in the real match. Actually, she was just taking a beating in the real match. Looks like she's ready to do that flippy-doo thing. She missed though. And that was one thing that happened a lot in the real match. There was a lot of misses. There was this one point in the real match where she went up top to do something, and Nia Jax just threw her off onto the floor. And I was like, that's messed up. That was toward the end of the match, and I was sure that match was over. There was a spine buster that Tiffany Stratton did to Nia Jax. And I was just like, that's impressive. Even if Nia jumped for it, she controlled that. That's impressive. Now here she's got a scoop slam and she does that throwaway slam thing. I know it's based off stats, but that's a little unrealistic. I just don't see her throwing Nia Jax over her head like that. It's very unrealistic. Now, right here, where she's perched on top, Nia just threw her off right onto the floor. That was funny. I mean, you kind of hope that Tiffany Stratton was okay, and you got to be like super impressed that they don't do it. Now, Tiffany Stratton's got knee pads on, and one thing. Actually, both of them, I think, have knee pads on. Back in the day, the referee would check the knee pads. Okay, Nia kicked out. The referee would, and that happened a lot in the matches. In the real match, she did the world's prettiest moonsault to Nia Jax. Nia Jax kicked out. They were like, nobody's ever kicked out of that. I wonder about that. But at the end of the day, isn't it just a moonsault? I love it how someone can do a basic move, but because they do it, it is like the greatest move ever. I can't wait for something. Okay, she's going for the pin. Tiffany kicks out. That's like the Annihilator being that close to the rope. I'll be honest with you. I thought it was over. And when she grabbed the rope, I was just like, are you serious? That close? That was impressive, because I didn't see it coming. Nobody's done it. I can't think of anybody that's done it. And Nia Jax wins, because that's what I would expect. Here on this game, if I could change something, I'd make Nia Jax get cheered, because she should be a good guy. All right, so that's the podcast. Me going over the match that was my favorite match. One of my favorite matches. Honestly, the game doesn't have Aleister Black, or I would have done Aleister Black versus Carmella. But I am not taking away from Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax. That match was fantastic. And we go over it, watching the simulation. I think it's fun. Tell me what you think. Like, share, and subscribe. Share it with a friend. I will see you next time. Later.